What's up and welcome guys, I'm Luke Martin with chopsticktravel.com and today we are in Xi'an, China. So this is our second vlog from Xi'an. If you haven't checked out the first one, make sure you do. The link will be in the description below. Today we are taking you guys on a full day of eating here at the Muslim Quarter, a very popular spot for food lovers here in Xi'an. So we are up bright and early. This place is totally different in the morning and night. So we are going to take you here for breakfast, and then we are going to take you here tonight for some more snacking. So we're just going to explore, and there's a few things we picked out that we want to try. This place is just so vibrant and full of food, so let's go explore. So we just stopped because we saw something that looks really interesting. It's like a spicy mantou. Well, check this out. It is like a steamed bread with a ton of chili peppers. 谢谢. And yeah, it looks really good. It almost looks like a flour the way that it's rolled up, and he's got them steaming in these big steamer baskets. I mean, it's a pretty common thing to get this steamed bread, the mantou, but I've never seen it stuffed with so much chili. And just check out all these buns he's got cooking here. Okay, let's try this out. I'm just gonna rip off a big piece. It is seriously coated in chili flakes, and it looks like some chili is right inside of the dough too. Let's try that. It's actually really plain. It has almost a smoky chili flavor, but the bread itself is very plain. It's not sweetened, it's not salty at all, and it's actually not as spicy as I assumed. A little bit dry, but it's certainly a good snack. So the Muslim Quarter isn't just one street here in Xi'an, it's a culmination of many streets, and a lot of them are off the main drag and not so touristy, but right now we are walking down the main street, which is called Da Pai Yuan, and that is pretty much the touristiest area of the Muslim Quarter. But don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of good food here. We're definitely going to be coming back here tonight because this sort of turns into a night market at night. But right now we are going through this street to get to another street where we picked out a really cool looking spot. So we're excited and we are hungry.
这个不是很辣啊，不辣。抽之后再等。现在受不了。等都晚点了，几点吃呢？啊？你刚才不是打电话？7块。
Okay, we just waited in an extremely long line for a very popular dish here in the Muslim Quarter. So this is called a Jicai Jiamo, which is a kind of like a hamburger, a Chinese hamburger. So a very popular dish here in Xi'an is the Rou Jiamo, which we will also try maybe tomorrow. But this one was just so popular and we spotted this massive line in it yesterday, so we figured that we had to come back and try this out. So just check this out. So we've got this bread, sort of hamburger bun, and then on the inside we've got a fried egg, some salted egg yolk. I believe that is seaweed. There's some peanuts in there and all kinds of chili and spices and good looking stuff. So it really smells amazing. It almost has like a barbecue aroma to it. So I'm just gonna go in and try a big bite, hopefully get a little bit of everything. Oh wow. Okay, that is full of flavor. There are so many different flavors going on there. The first thing that hit my tongue was the saltiness from that salted egg yolk. And then after that, some of that spice from those chili peppers. I can definitely taste those peanuts in there too. And I really like the kind of crunchy seaweed that's in there. So it's like a thick slices of seaweed. I'm pretty sure this is vegetarian, but it is really good. The only thing that I would change is the bun is really kind of dry and hard to eat because there's not too much like saturation or juiciness going on in there at all. It's kind of a dry bun, but the flavors are really good. Once you get down to the bottom of that dan cai jiamo, it actually gets a lot better because sort of the juices and everything drip down to the bottom, so that bread is not as dry. That is a pretty serious Chinese veggie burger. I think if you were a vegetarian, you would like that a lot. So we are gonna continue eating. There's something else we saw on our way here that we want to go back to and try it. So we just ordered up our liang pi, and this looks really good. It's gonna be my first time trying it. Just check out this dish here. It is quite a thing of beauty. There is a ton of ingredients in here. There is some cilantro, green onions, pieces of tofu. There is some julienne cucumbers on top here. I think these are walnuts or maybe peanuts. And then underneath all that is where the really magical ingredient lies, this sort of jelly thin noodle, and you can see there is also some little black sesame seeds in there. It almost reminds me of chi chong fun, and he also topped it with all kinds of other things like black vinegar and chili and some garlic, oil, everything. It looks really good. It's all served cold too, I should know. So let's try it out. I'm just gonna grab a big noodle and then some of those cucumbers and just try to get as much as I can. Soak that up. Let's try that. Okay, that is so full of flavor. I really love these dishes here in Xi'an. They just contain so many different flavors. It's kind of takes your tongue on a roller coaster ride. So there's a little bit of spiciness going on in there, and then some crunch from those peanuts on top. Those are peanuts. And then also those julienne cucumbers are nice and crisp. And not to mention this noodle or jelly, whatever you want to call it, has an amazing chewy texture. Kind of like the swan la pho that we tried in Chongqing. So let's go for another bite of this. That was really good. So those liang pi were super unique, like nothing I've really ever had before here in China. And we are just walking just down the street to have another noodle. This is la mian, or hand-pulled noodles. Check these out here. So this is the hand-pulled noodle spot here, and you can see the woman behind me here is making them fresh. So she does it in this really interesting way. The bowl of noodles is kind of got a thick part of dough that is circled around and around and around and around and around. And then she kind of grabs the end of it and pulls it and stretches that noodle to the preferred thickness. So it's actually only one noodle the whole time. So you can see her making it right here. Just one noodle, and it's incredibly long, and that is what we're going to try. So it looks really good. I'm not even exactly sure what they're topping this with, but this spot just looked awesome, so we had to come here and try it out. Okay, we've got our bowl of noodle, I should say, because there's only one noodle in here, and this is more than I expected. This looks beautiful. Check this bowl out here. So we have got a ton of cilantro. We've got some peanuts on top, some braised beef, I believe, some tofu over here. What's this? Cauliflower, some Chinese green beans, maybe some tomatoes or carrots, and then over here we've got a big mound of some dried sort of chili paste, but it's not even really paste, it's just like chili flakes. So let's just mix this all up. Oh man, this is a beautiful bowl. And of course, there's our noodle underneath. Let me mix this around. Oh man, my mouth is watering just looking at this. This is quite the bowl. And it looks like there actually might be some other ingredients I mixed. I think this is a fungus of some sort. And maybe there's some mushrooms in there. Oh man, this looks awesome. There's also some water spinach. Okay, let's mix this up and now let's try it out. Okay, our noodles are sufficiently mixed, or our noodle is sufficiently mixed. Guys, my mouth is watering so bad. And check this out, I made a rare discovery. This is the end of the noodle. So maybe, well, no, I want a big bite, so I'm gonna take a lot. Let's try this out. And this looks pretty spicy. There's a lot of chilies going on there. Oh man, there must be a lot of vinegar in there. It's quite sour. That noodle has an amazing texture. Let's try to get some of this beef. Oh yeah, okay, there's a piece of beef. Maybe a good piece of tomato. Oh, that's really good. Okay guys, this is a serious bowl of noodles. So hearty, so filling. You can certainly tell that that is homemade, and a lot of love and care goes into that noodles. It has an amazing, unique texture that you can only get from handmade noodles. But it's almost like a stew. All these vegetables, we're down to the bottom now, and there's still just tons of vegetables. Super hearty, filling bowl of noodles, but man, it is delicious, and we are stuffed. So we're definitely going to take a little bit of break and probably show you some of the sights around Xi'an before we continue eating later on tonight. We have come to a place here in Xi'an called the Wild Goose Pagoda. It is a very popular Buddhist site here in Xi'an City. It's a very popular tourist attraction as well. So this pagoda was actually built in 652, so it's very, very old. It's beautiful. It's got this old kind of rustic charm to it, and there's a park surrounding the whole pagoda, and it's really just a popular hangout spot for the locals. Really busy today. It's a holiday and a weekend here in China. So we're going to just kind of explore, show you around, and just take a break from eating before we head back to the Muslim quarter and do some more snacking tonight. So we've been walking around the park in front of the pagoda here for the last 20 minutes or so. It is really packed today, super hot out, and actually a show with fountains and music just started happening, so that was pretty cool. It doesn't seem as though you can actually get in the pagoda, and there was no entrance fee to come into the park. But yeah, it's pretty beautiful. I don't recommend you spend too long here or you won't you'll be kind of bored. There's not too much to do. So we're actually gonna head back to the Muslim Quarter. There's a few more things we wanted to eat tonight. So let's go there right now. So we have made it back to the Muslim Quarter. We took the subway to Da Beiji station, and now we have come to the main strip. And this is the place that sort of turns into a night market at night. It's almost sunset now, and we are looking for a restaurant that serves a very popular dish here called Xi'an China, which is a soup dumpling famous here in Xi'an. I'm really excited to try it. It is already super busy here, so let's find this restaurant and try these soup dumplings out. Okay, so this restaurant is massive, and so is their menu. Check this menu out here. It is huge, super heavy, and they have all kinds of different dishes. But what we are after is right here, the tangbao, or soup dumplings. So I think we're gonna order up, oh, I see some with oxtail, some with beef. I think we might go for the ones with mutton. But yeah, we'll order and then check back in with you guys. So we've ordered up our soup dumplings, and they were served to us in these really cool steam baskets with kind of metal sides, and they are carved wood. And then you can see these dumplings are not like a regular dumpling. They kind of look like a pancake almost. They are flat the whole way through. This one here is the mutton, and then over here we've got another steam basket, and that is the beef. So I'm gonna start with one of these mutton soup dumplings. Oh yeah, check that out. Also, oh, I forgot to mention, we have a sauce down here. I believe it is probably some oil, some chili, some vinegar, maybe some soy. So I'm just gonna dip that in a little bit, kind of put it in my spoon. Hopefully I don't burn myself. Let's try this. Actually, there wasn't as much soup as I was expecting in there, but those are pretty good. They have a really strong mutton flavor, almost a little bit of a musk from that mutton. That sauce has definitely got some vinegar in it. I could taste that a lot. Let's try one of these beef ones out. I'm gonna transfer this, put it on top. Try one of these beef. It wasn't as juicy as I had hoped. Hopefully these beef ones are a little bit better. Oh yeah, look, maybe that's why, because it poured out of the thing when I opened it. Okay, let's try that anyway. Oh. Okay, yeah. That was a little bit better. I think I had punctured the other one by accident too, and maybe spilt some of the juice out. Let's try one more. I'm gonna be very delicate. Try not to break it. Try this one. And we'll dip it in a little bit of sauce. Let's try that out. It's very similar to a xiaolong bao, but I'd say that this one, the wrapper, has a little bit more of like a bite to it. That sauce is quite spicy actually. There's definitely some Szechuan peppercorns in there too. Actually, that's pretty good. I think I prefer the beef ones over the mutton ones, but really, I love these baskets that they're served in. Super cool. Quick pit stop for some soup dumplings. Those were pretty good, a little bit pricey for what they were, and I would recommend though you try those out. It is probably the most famous restaurant in the whole of the Muslim Quarter. So now we are looking for some lamb skewers. So this is a pretty crazy stall right here. This guy behind me is actually just butchering this lamb right on the side of the street and then skewering up that meat fresh. And then they are grilling all those skewers right beside him. So we're gonna order some of these up. This looks pretty good. So we just ordered up 2 of these lamb skewers, and these just look absolutely beautiful. Just check this one out here. It is completely coated in cumin. I can just see so much cumin, some chili peppers on there, and I think he also put quite a bit of oil and maybe some other sauces, and then you can definitely see that those are grilled to perfection. Some crispy little knobs on there, and these smell incredible. I love cumin, and I can already smell it just coming off this. So I'm just gonna go in for a bite right away. Oh man, that is perfection on a stick. That cumin flavor is absolutely incredible. And then a little bit spicy, but not overly spicy whatsoever. But really the dominant flavor there is a smoky, smoky flavor on that lamb. The lamb isn't overpowering like those dumplings we just had whatsoever. This is really tender, delicious, juicy lamb. Okay guys, that was the cherry on top of a perfect day of eating here at the Muslim Quarter in Xi'an City, China. We have been having an amazing time here. The food is absolutely out of this world delicious. If you didn't already see episode 1, make sure to click the link in the description below and you can watch our first day in Xi'an, where we also ate a lot of beautiful Xi'an cuisine. So make sure you tune in again. We're gonna make another video tomorrow, and there are still lots to eat here. We are really, really excited. This has been an amazing city so far, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think about the vlog style. We're trying something new out, and any feedback is appreciated. So make sure to leave this video a like and leave me any questions or feedback or anything in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow from Xi'an.